So in January 2026, we closed our seed investment in Project Oakridge. Project Oakridge is a platform looking to build between 500 and 1,000 beds within the single family household space. And what we're looking to do is to build something that's affordable, something that is in hot demand, and something where the institutional capital has yet to really target. The investment sits at the centre of three very powerful forces. Number one is the structural undersupply of rental accommodation for families. Number two is the lack of institutional investment in the space and therefore the opportunity created by that. And number three, the investment itself has been bought at a 15% discount to the open market value. All three of these combined create a very attractive proposition. But this is not a one-off investment. This is a platform play. And what we're going to look to do is to build the brand standards and operate that platform to a scale that will appeal to the institutional investor. Let's put single family housing as a sector into context. Since 2020, there's been £4.4 billion of institutional capital that's invested in the sector, of which 1.8 billion was deployed in 2024 alone. The trajectory is very much towards this sector as an asset class, and we see it becoming more and more of a core institutional asset class. Our first investment is in Great Haddon. This is a site that sits just outside the city of Peterborough. Peterborough itself is a city about 85 miles north of London. Why do we like Peterborough as a location? We like Peterborough as a location because we have seen population growth of 17% since 2011. Number two, we like Peterborough because there is a structural undersupply of rental accommodation in the area, particularly targeted for families. And the third reason we particularly like Peterborough is that it has an employment rate of 80%, which is well above the national average. The other reason we like this investment is we're partnering with a UK national house builder. That provides us with immediate comfort that they have the expertise and the wherewithal to develop at scale and at pace that we are requiring them to do. Not only that, but Zenzic has structured the development contract whereby it's the developer who will bear any risk of any cost overruns or programme delay, and that none of that risk will be borne by Zenzic. The development programme in total will take 33 months, and we're forecasting the first homes to come online in November 2026. All the homes will be EPC A or B at a minimum, and that is a standard that we require across the platform, regardless of site, location, and ultimately the target audience. On this project, we've partnered with Gensco. We've partnered with them because we like how they operate, how straightforward they are, their transparency, and they are a very reputable institutional partner with whom we really feel we can build a very, very strong platform. The 125 unit phase one scheme represents the seed investment of the portfolio. What we want to do is grow this to north of 500 units, maybe 1,000 units. What that will enable us to do is create operational efficiencies by reducing overheads. It will also appeal to a wider range of institutional capital looking for this sort of investment. But the key to all of this is being very clear on what our serviced offering is. What we're looking to do is to define the customer journey. By that, from the point that you decide that you need a rental property, what does that journey look like from start to finish? We want to be very clear with the customer throughout the journey what they can expect from us. From property maintenance issues, from what happens at the renewal, from what happens if you want to raise a complaint, from what happens if you've got a problem with your neighbour. All of these things, we aim to be transparent, open, let's tackle them, and let's use common sense to get through them. Another reason we particularly like this subsector is the target demographic that we're looking to talk to. These are typically families, local families who have connections in the area, have jobs, families that often will have children who are at school age and therefore required to go to school. And these people don't want change in their life. These people are not looking to move every couple of years. They want a strong foundation, they want a good reliability of service, but ultimately they want to be part of a community and part of a bigger thing. And that's really what we're trying to tap into. And what that does from an investment point of view is that it provides more reliable, predictable cash flows. It should reduce the amount of churn we have. If they're happy, they're less likely to move. What that also then supports is less renewal and renewal cost, but also fostering a community, which is at the heart of what we're trying to do. A happy community should lead to an overall better performance for the investment. And lastly, it's the lack of institutionalization in this space, which presents a massive opportunity for Zenzic. The ability for us to actually build a credible platform that will have real weight, real operational leverage, and for us to use Peterborough as the seed investment as we look to grow and scale this across the Midlands region.